My beloved child, I call you this moment to rest in my presence and allow my tender words to wrap around your heart, for I see every secret longing within you, and I am ever near to lift your burdens with my steadfast arms of compassion. I am never distant, never oblivious to your tears or your cries, because you are the apple of my eye, and I will not abandon you even when shadows lengthen and your spirit feels faint. Let your heart breathe in the assurance that I am always with you, enveloping you in my infinite love. For I created you from the fullness of my divine affection and have set my eternal purpose within your soul, ready to flourish with each beat of your heart. Embrace this moment of closeness with me and allow my words to carry you beyond every storm into the calm waters of hope. Take courage and look ahead with confidence, for I am here to guide you, now and always. I see your struggle to keep your faith when life feels uncertain, and I want you to know that you stand secure in my care, like a cherished treasure hidden safely from every form of harm. Do not let anxiety take root in your mind, for I am your strong tower and will shield you when the winds of doubt threaten to overwhelm your courage. Let my voice soothe your spirit. I will be your light in the darkness, and I will not let your foot stumble. Where your vision is limited, my purpose stands firm, and I am orchestrating every chapter of your journey for good. Stay close to me and remember that my providence encircles you, allowing you to walk forward with head held high. I invite you to experience my love in deeper ways than you have ever known before, because I have formed your heart to receive my grace and to shine that same grace into the lives of others. Linger a little longer in my presence, rest in my promises, and hold on to the certainty that your future is in my hands. I delight in strengthening you. I delight in comforting you. And I delight in seeing you flourish like a well-watered garden that never loses its vibrancy. No valley is too deep, no night too long, for my light is unquenchable, and my hope is certain. Lift up your eyes and trust my goodness, for I am right by your side, guiding you to a tomorrow filled with new mercies. My precious one, you hold a value in my eyes that surpasses every worldly treasure, for I have woven you into the tapestry of creation with meticulous care, and I have sealed your life with my unending devotion. Know that you are a work of art, molded by my fingers of love to reflect a beauty that is both unique and irreplaceable. When you doubt your purpose, remember that I crafted you with a divine blueprint, placing gifts within you that shine like brilliant gems, meant to bring brightness into a world that desperately needs it. You are loved beyond measure, and in your heart, I have placed dreams and potential that mirror my own divine creativity. Never underestimate what I can do through you when you surrender to my leading, for I delight in working miracles through the humble offerings of a willing soul. Go forward assured of this. I rejoice every time you draw near to me. I see those moments when your mind is restless and uncertainty seems to swirl around like a howling storm, seeking to devour your hope with its roar. I know the questions that circle your thoughts when the future seems hidden behind shadows, and fear tries to block your next step with its menacing whispers. Do not become discouraged or lose heart in the face of these shifting circumstances, because I am the everlasting rock on which you stand, and I will not allow you to be swept away by the tides of worry. Even when your nights are sleepless and you wrestle with the weight of responsibilities that feel too heavy to carry, look to me and let me be your comfort. for my arms never grow weary, and my faithfulness never wavers. My child, let this truth settle deep. I witness every tear, and I am near in every sorrow. Do not forget that I have guided countless hearts before yours, through deserts and storms, through seasons of famine and abundance, and I have not lost a single one who placed their trust in me. Think about the times of old, when my people faced the Red Sea with no path of escape, and in that moment of seeming impossibility, I parted the waters and led them through on dry ground. Such wonders are not mere stories to remain in the pages of history. They are reflections of my same power that moves on your behalf even now. Whatever mountain stands before you, I hold the strength to bring it low if it hinders your growth, or I will equip you with the endurance to climb it and triumph upon its peak. Look at your struggles through the lens of my sovereignty, and find rest in knowing that I have charted a way out of every snare and every trap laid before you. Do not fear the dark valleys, because I am your shepherd, gently guiding you with my staff of compassion, steering you away from danger and leading you to the quiet waters of restoration. I shield you from the hidden arrows of the adversary and place a hedge of holy fire around your life, so you need not tremble when the storms howl. When your heart is tempted to give up, remember that I hold you by your right hand, and I will not let you slip into despair. Even if the voices of this world shout defeat and discouragement, my voice of truth speaks hope, calm, and a new beginning over you. Lift your gaze beyond the horizon of your worries and see that my light is dawning, saturating your path with clarity. Embrace my promises, for they are like a fortress built on a sure foundation, unmoved by the changing winds of time. I have declared that I will uphold you, and I will strengthen you. So do not yield to the voices that say you are not enough or that your challenges are too great. My power is made perfect in your weakness, so rely on me and watch as I turn your trials into testimonies. When you surrender your burdens into my hands, you free your arms to receive my gifts of peace and resilience. Even when your own strength is spent, you can lean on me, the mighty one, and discover that I never tire nor slumber. Therefore, be still and let your heart find reassurance in my presence. Speak to me from the depths of your soul, my beloved, because I am the God who listens with unending patience, never rushing you, never dismissing your smallest plea. Share with me the hidden corners of your mind, those thoughts you seldom reveal, and know that I hear even the faintest whisper. Let your prayers come as they are, raw and honest, whether adorned with words of praise or weighed down by tears of sorrow. You do not need to approach me with grand ceremonies or rehearsed speeches. Simply come with an open heart. I treasure the genuineness of your vulnerability, and I will answer in ways that will strengthen your spirit and amaze your eyes. Trust that I will not turn you away, for I have chosen you as my own. Do not imagine that your struggles are too insignificant or too great for my intervention, because I am the God of the impossible, and nothing lies beyond my reach or my care. You might feel overlooked by others, but my gaze never leaves you, and my mercies are new each morning, prepared to meet your needs long before you awaken. When anxieties arise, do not wrestle them alone. Invite me into the battle, and let my spirit bring victory to your weary soul. I am not discouraged by your weaknesses, nor am I surprised by your failures, because I already know every step you will take and every turn your journey will hold. Even before you call, I am moving on your behalf, orchestrating solutions to problems that have not yet come to your attention. When the days feel long and discouragement threatens to overshadow your thoughts, cling to me as your hope, the unbreakable anchor of your soul. Your tomorrows do not rest in chance. They are carried by my sovereign will, which always leads towards redemption and joy. My plan for you extends far beyond the challenges of the present moment, because I am shaping you into a testimony of grace and a vessel of compassion. Let my love replace every worry, and let my promises drive out every fear. I want you to know that even if your strength feels small, my strength is boundless, and my power is waiting to uplift you into realms of faith and confidence you have never known. Breathe and trust, for I am fighting battles on your behalf. I see the aches in your heart. Sometimes you look around and feel inadequate, measuring yourself against expectations that seem impossible to meet. But in my eyes, you are not a failure, nor are you defined by the times you have stumbled. You are my beloved, chosen to reflect my compassion in a unique way, and I delight in your spirit that continually seeks to do right. When regret or shame tries to bind you, remember that my forgiveness is always available, and my desire is for you to walk in freedom, not condemnation. Do not dwell on past mistakes, because I can bring beauty out of ashes and life out of what appears barren. Stand tall in my grace, for I have cleansed you with my love. I urge you to step out of the shadows of isolation, because you are not meant to journey alone. I have placed people around you, friends, family, or even those you have yet to meet, who can encourage and strengthen you in your faith. When you feel lonely, do not hide within yourself. Call upon me, and also allow others to be my hands and feet of kindness. The burdens you carry can be lighter when shared, and I have woven human connection into your design for precisely this reason. I have not created you for solitude, but for fellowship, both with me and with others who likewise need hope. Therefore, open your heart to receive the comfort I send through my servants, and be ready to share the blessings I pour into your life. I understand how the weight of life can sometimes press upon you, making you question if you are truly seen or loved. Yet here I am, speaking directly to your spirit, reminding you that you are forever cherished and never forgotten. Even when darkness hovers, my light penetrates every corner, ensuring that no despair can fully consume you. Trust that I have set my angels in charge over you, guarding your path so that you do not stumble into the snares of the enemy. You have a covering of grace that shields you from harm you cannot see, and my presence stands beside you like a mighty warrior. Take comfort in this truth. I fight for you, and I will not be silent when danger arises. My desire is that you grow in the knowledge of my heart each day, allowing my character to shape your thoughts and actions. Do not allow the busyness of life to snuff out the quiet moments you can spend in my presence, listening to my whispers of guidance. If your schedule feels chaotic, invite me into every moment, for I stand ready to walk with you from dawn until nightfall, guiding each choice and providing a steady hand whenever fear creeps in. The more you seek me, the more you will discover a peace that transcends your circumstances and a love that revives the most weary soul. Keep your eyes fixed on me, and you will find your steps aligned with a higher purpose. You are destined for more than mere survival. You are here to reflect my glory. Let your faith extend beyond the boundaries of your comfort zone. For I am a God of expansive possibilities, and I call you to dream bold dreams with me. Think about how I instructed Noah to build an ark when there was no sign of rain, or how I told Abraham he would father nations when his situation looked hopeless. Their trust in me was not in vain, and neither will yours be. Though the process may challenge you, my grace is sufficient, and I will multiply every effort you offer in sincere obedience. Do not settle for a life overshadowed by small expectations when I have prepared horizons of wonder and miracles for you to explore. Dare to step forward, believing that I will meet you in every act of faith, in the times when storms rage and the thunder of trials rattles your peace. Do not forget that I am the calmer of storms. As I once spoke to the winds and the waves, commanding them to be still, so can I speak into the tempest swirling in your life, bringing it to a sudden hush. Your role is not to shoulder the tempest alone, but to place your entire being into my hands, trusting my capacity to keep you afloat, even when the waters rise. You might see only the swirling chaos around you, but I see the path to tranquility that lies just beyond this struggle. Do not lose heart. Keep your eyes on me, for I am your sure foundation, and I will not let you sink. I invite you to pray with an expectancy that reflects my boundless power, for even the smallest faith, like a tiny mustard seed, can move mountains when placed in my hands. Believe that your prayers do not just disappear into the air, but are carried into the throne room of my mercy, where I hold all authority to intervene. Though you may not see immediate results, rest assured that my timing is flawless, and my methods are wise beyond human understanding. Be persistent and unwavering, for persistent prayer shapes your heart, aligning it with my will. It also opens doors you never thought could budge, unlocking solutions you could never have orchestrated on your own. Hope in me without reservation, for I am a faithful caretaker of your prayers. Sometimes, you might doubt whether your life truly matters in the grand tapestry of existence. Yet I say to you, your heart is like a vital thread that I have woven into the bigger picture of my plan. Without you, something essential would be missing from the story I am telling through humanity. Each act of kindness you perform, each prayer you lift up, and each tear you shed for the brokenness of the world is precious in my sight. I gather every tear in my bottle, cherishing the deep compassion from which it flows. Therefore, do not belittle your contributions or underestimate your significance. Let my words instill courage in you and stand secure in the knowledge that you matter greatly to me. I have set a crown of purpose upon your head, designating you as my child, with a mission tailored specifically to your heart and abilities. When insecurity whispers that you are not good enough, remember that I, the creator of heaven and earth, have declared you worthy by my own standard. I have clothed you in dignity and strength, enabling you to face life's fiercest battles with a confidence that comes from knowing you are never alone. Even if the world fails to acknowledge your worth, my validation is all you need. Let my voice drown out the noise of doubt and walk forward with boldness, for I have anointed you to shine my light wherever you go. Embrace forgiveness, not only for yourself, but also for those who have wronged you. Bitterness weighs you down and prevents you from living in the fullness of my grace. I have forgiven you freely, wiping your sins away with my own divine mercy. So I urge you to extend that same mercy to others. It might feel impossible at times, but remember that what is impossible for you in your own strength becomes achievable in mine. As you release grudges and let go of past wounds, you open your heart to a new level of healing and joy that can only be found in my presence. Do not be afraid of vulnerability. Let forgiveness become a channel through which my blessings flow. I yearn for you to rest both physically and spiritually in my arms of compassion, free from the racing pace of the world's demands. The hustle of life can drain your spirit, leaving you exhausted and yearning for an oasis. I am that oasis, the living water, ready to quench your thirst for meaning and peace. Take my hand and allow me to lead you beside still waters where your soul can be refreshed and renewed. It is in moments of rest that you hear my whisper more clearly, receiving divine strategies for the challenges you face. Let your heart dwell in my presence, for there you will discover the fullness of joy and strength. When you consider the days ahead, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow is already under my careful watch. I hold the blueprint of your life, and every step you take can be directed by me if you yield your plans into my capable hands. I am weaving every circumstance, both pleasant and challenging, into a divine masterpiece that will ultimately magnify my glory and bless your life. Do not fix your eyes solely on the immediate hurdles. Instead, gaze upon my eternal perspective where all things are possible. Let faith replace anxiety and allow my voice of promise to silence the clamor of uncertainty in your mind. I am orchestrating something magnificent, and you have a vital part in it. I see the faith that flickers like a small flame in your heart, sometimes bright and unwavering, other times wavering in the winds of adversity. Yet even when it flickers, it is never extinguished, because my spirit breathes upon it with gentle care, preserving that spark of hope. As you feed your faith with my word and seek my face daily, watch it grow into a radiant fire that warms you and illuminates others. Faith is the key that unlocks my storehouses of provision, protection, and wisdom. So do not be hesitant to believe in my power to accomplish what seems impossible. Let every doubt be countered by my everlasting assurances. Look back on your life and recall the moments when you felt lost, yet somehow found your way back to safety and peace. Was that not my hand guiding you? My grace preventing you from drifting too far? Even in your darkest hours, I stood with you, shining a light into the gloom, making a way where you saw none. Let those recollections stir gratitude in your heart, for gratitude is a door to deeper relationship with me. Remembering my faithfulness in the past strengthens your trust in my faithfulness for the future. Stand upon the testimony of my goodness, and do not allow the enemy's lies to erase the miracles you have already seen. I have stored up blessings for you that you cannot yet imagine, blessings that surpass your current understanding and fulfill longings hidden in the most secret chambers of your heart. As you remain faithful and keep your gaze on me, these blessings will unfold in perfect timing, like blossoms that bloom exactly when the season is right. Impatience can rob you of the joy of waiting, so I encourage you to find contentment in my presence, discovering that true fulfillment is not in the gift, but in the giver. Delight yourself in me, and you will find that my joy replenishes your soul day by day. There is no shortage in my kingdom, so do not fear lack. I will supply all that you need and more. Though challenges may multiply around you, they are not evidence that I have abandoned you, but rather opportunities for my glory to be revealed. When you walk through the furnace of trials, you will not be consumed, for I am walking there with you, just as I was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Your faith will be refined like gold, emerging purer and more resilient than ever before. Do not dread the fires of adversity, for they cannot destroy what I have redeemed. Instead, they burn away the impurities that hinder your growth, leaving you stronger, wiser, and even more certain of my love. Hold on to that truth, and you will find peace amid the flames. I call you to serve others with the compassion I have placed in your heart, For in caring for the hungry, the lonely, the sick, and the broken, you reflect my own heart for humanity. Do not think any act of kindness is too small. A cup of cold water given in my name holds great significance in my eyes. As you minister my love to those in need, you become a channel of my grace, shining a light into their darkness. This is part of your high calling, to be a vessel of my mercy. Pour out what you have, and watch as I multiply your efforts in ways you never expected. Trust me to guide your steps to the places where your gifts are most needed. In moments of discouragement, when you look in the mirror and feel you have nothing worthwhile to offer, remember that I created you with a divine purpose. The seeds of talent, compassion, and creativity I planted in you are waiting for your faith-filled action to bring them to life. Do not allow negative voices, whether from others or from your own mind, to bury those seeds beneath layers of doubt. My Spirit stands ready to empower you, awakening your gifts so you can fulfill the calling I have placed upon your life. Take a step, however small, toward the direction I have shown you, and you will find my strength made perfect in your willingness. You are not inadequate. You are chosen. Let gratitude fill your soul each morning, awakening your senses to the daily miracles that surround you. The sunrise that heralds a new day, the breath in your lungs, the loved ones who grace your life. Gratitude aligns your heart with my heart, stripping away the clouds of complaining and opening your eyes to my constant provision. Give thanks even in difficulties, for trials refine you, and blessings remind you of my benevolence. As your gratitude grows, your perspective shifts from worry to worship, and your heart overflows with a joy that the world cannot steal. Embrace this posture of thanksgiving and watch how it transforms your outlook and your relationships. I long to protect you from harm, just as a mother hen gathers her chicks under her wings, and I want you to run into my embrace whenever danger looms. There is no shame in seeking shelter in my arms. In fact, it is the wisest choice you can make. I have all authority in heaven and on earth, and I allocate my angelic forces to surround you and keep you safe. Though you may not see them with your physical eyes, they stand guard at my command, thwarting the unseen threats that seek your downfall. Rest in the knowledge that I am your strong tower, a haven that can never be broken by the fiercest storms. Trust me, and find peace in my safeguarding presence. When you feel anxious about the opinions of others, remember that I have already affirmed your worth. You do not need to prove yourself to anyone, because my acceptance is the highest endorsement you could ever receive. Let go of the pressures that drive you to perform or compete in ways that wear down your soul. Instead, walk in the liberty of knowing that you are already precious in my sight, and no human judgment can alter that truth. As you live out your purpose, some may misunderstand you, but hold fast to my approval above all. Do not chase the fleeting applause of the crowds. Rather, seek my lasting favor, which is anchored in love and sealed with eternity. I am your constant companion in every season. Whether you find yourself in the lush pastures of prosperity or the barren deserts of testing, even if all others forsake you, I will remain. For my covenant with you is unbreakable. There is no valley so low that my presence cannot descend into it, nor mountaintop so high that my grace cannot scale its summit. Place your trust in me, and you will experience my touch in both the triumphs and trials of life, knowing that each step of your journey is purposeful. You are never alone, for I am always with you, enveloping you in my infinite love. Rest on this foundation, and you will never walk in fear. I delight in seeing you rejoice, for the joy of the Lord is your strength, and this joy is not shaken by the circumstances of life. It springs from a well within you that I have filled with my Spirit, giving you the capacity to celebrate my goodness even when the skies are gray. When sadness tempts you to withdraw, lift a song of praise and watch how your heaviness turns into worship. My divine laughter dispels gloom and breaks chains of despair, reminding you that I am bigger than any challenge you face. Let your lips proclaim my faithfulness, and let your heart dance to the melody of my unwavering love. In worship, you find me, and in me, you find enduring delight. Come to me in prayer, not as a ritual or an obligation, but as a joyful exchange between a loving father and beloved child. Pour out your heart with honesty, for I already see everything within you, yet I cherish the moment you freely offer those details to me. Open your hands in surrender and receive my blessing in return. Come in quiet humility, come in resounding praise, come in tears or laughter, just come, because my door is never shut. Let prayer be your constant communication line with heaven, bridging the gap between your weakness and my almighty power. Through this intimate fellowship, you learn my heart, and I shape yours to reflect my compassion more deeply. Place your trust in my word, for it is living, active, and sharper than any two-edged sword, able to cut through the lies that the world or the adversary tries to weave into your mind. My promises are steadfast anchors that hold firm when the waves of doubt rise high. Study them, meditate on them, and speak them aloud over your circumstances. For as you do, your faith grows stronger, and your perspective aligns with my truth. Let my word be the lamp that lights your path, directing each step so that you do not stumble in darkness. You are not meant to wander aimlessly. I have provided a map in my word, and I guide you through my Spirit. I recognize that weariness can grip you, draining your courage and motivation, leaving you feeling as though your best days are behind you. But I say to you, I am your renewer of strength, the one who lifts you as on eagle's wings, so you can soar above the storms. Even in the autumn years of life, I pour out fresh vitality and fresh visions. In the prime of youth, I shape your zeal into purposeful action. Whatever stage you find yourself in, my grace is sufficient and my power is all-encompassing. Do not give up or resign yourself to apathy, for I have more chapters to write in your story, and each one holds the potential for divine breakthroughs. Rejoice in the knowledge that you are my workmanship, lovingly crafted and intentionally placed on the earth for such a time as this. You are not an accident, nor are you defined by the labels others may assign to you. I have formed you with my own hands, breathing life into your being with a plan and purpose that extends beyond your current understanding. Your identity is rooted in my declaration over you, and I call you chosen, loved, and equipped. As you embrace this identity, you unlock the freedom to move forward without the baggage of insecurity. You belong to me, and I celebrate the beauty of who you are. Open your eyes to the wonders I have spread around you. The intricate design of nature, the limitless expanse of the sky, the symphony of life that hums in every corner of the world. These are tokens of my handiwork, reminding you that the one who sculpted mountains and galaxies also tenderly fashioned you. Every day, I invite you to find joy in my creation, recognizing that its beauty reflects my glory and sparks awe in the human heart. Let that awe become worship as you recognize my sovereignty and kindness displayed in the splendor of the earth. By beholding creation, you learn more about the magnitude of my love. In the midst of chaos, I provide order, and I invite you to breathe my peace into your hectic routines. You may feel pulled in countless directions, with responsibilities stacking up like towering waves, yet I speak, "Peace, be still," to the storm in your mind. Resting in me is not idleness. It is a spiritual discipline of trust. As you pause from your frantic pace, you make room for my voice to guide you, and for my peace to replenish the energy you have expended. Approach each day not with dread, but with the expectation that my presence goes before you, preparing the way and smoothing the rough places. When you are tempted to seek refuge in temporary comforts, remember that lasting fulfillment is found in me alone. I do not condemn you for seeking relief from pain, but I beckon you to the deeper waters of my healing presence, where superficial fixes lose their allure. I offer a peace that transcends fleeting pleasures, a love that satisfies the aching void in your soul. Do not settle for the world's counterfeits when I have set before you the riches of my kingdom. Let me be the source of your contentment, for my wells never run dry, and my supply never diminishes. I have poured out my spirit to dwell within you, empowering you with gifts and boldness to testify of my grace and to shine my light in the darkness. You need not fear the obstacles or the naysayers, for I am the one who commissions you, and I stand behind you with all my authority. Listen for my guidance, and you will speak with wisdom beyond your own. Act when I prompt, and you will see doors swing open that no earthly force can shut. Be courageous, because courage is not the absence of fear, but the presence of faith in my unwavering might. Take heart, for I am a God who redeems lost time, broken opportunities, and fractured relationships. I specialize in restoring what once seemed hopelessly damaged, bringing forth life and beauty from ruins and ashes. Let my redeeming power infiltrate the corners of your life, where you have resigned to despair. I can resurrect dreams you thought were dead, and I can breathe vitality into hopes that have withered. Whenever you wonder if it's too late, recall that I control the timelines of life, and nothing is too difficult for me to make new. Your future is not limited by your past when you place it all in my hands. Do not fear failure. Instead, view it as a stepping stone toward deeper faith and wisdom. Your mistakes do not disqualify you from my love or my plans. I am the potter, and you are the clay. When you crack, I do not discard you, but reshape you into a more refined vessel. The journey of faith is often marked by missteps, yet each one can lead you to lean more fully on my grace. Come to me for restoration and healing, and watch how I transform your broken pieces into a mosaic of my glory. Every scar, every wound, is a testament to my ability to bring beauty from brokenness. I constantly call out to you, urging you to return to your first love, that early, unguarded devotion you once had for me, filled with awe and simple trust. Busy days and disappointments may have diminished that flame, but it is not extinguished. I stand at the door of your heart, gently knocking, longing for the moment you swing it open again and allow my spirit to ignite your passion. Let my love refresh that early ardor, reminding you of the joy you once found in my presence. Seek me wholeheartedly and discover the sweetness of renewed fellowship that transcends any earthly pleasure. You are a light in a darkened world, and although that world may sometimes reject or misunderstand you, do not hide yourself under a bushel of fear or shame. Shine forth, for I have made you a beacon of truth and compassion. Through your testimony of my grace, many will find hope. Even if you face opposition, Know that my spirit within you is far greater than any force arrayed against you. Love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. And let your gentle witness be a testament to the transformative power of my grace. Darkness cannot extinguish the smallest flame of my love shining through you. I am preparing you for victories you have not yet envisioned, shaping your character so it can sustain the blessings I intend to pour into your life. Trials refine your character. They are not punishment, but preparation. Just as David learned to trust me in the wilderness before he wore the crown, so too do you learn the depth of my faithfulness in hidden, trying places. Celebrate the process, for every challenge you overcome with me is a stepping stone to greater resilience and deeper trust. I do not waste any season of your life. Each chapter is vital to the masterpiece I am crafting. Your prayers matter. Your faith, even if small, matters. Your tears, your laughter, your quiet steps of obedience, they all matter immensely to me. This world is vast, yet I hold you personally in my gaze, and I treasure your every thought toward me. Let that knowledge humble and uplift you at once, for you walk hand in hand with the King of Kings, yet I call you friend. Lift your voice in worship, and know that it rises like sweet incense to my throne. Never underestimate the power of your connection with me, for I choose to partner with you in my divine work on earth. I remind you again, my child, that your future is bright, for I have already walked that path ahead of you, clearing obstacles you know nothing about. If only you could see from my eternal vantage point, you would not worry or strive as you do. Still, I ask you to trust me, to lean not on your own understanding, and to surrender your plans to my perfect will. Obedience, even in small matters, aligns you with my grand design. When you obey, you take part in miracles unfolding around you. The day will come when you will look back and realize that I was carefully orchestrating every detail for your benefit. As you persist in walking with me, you will find your heart expanding with compassion for others, for my heart beats for the lost, the lonely, and the hurting. Do not be surprised when you feel a sudden urge to pray for a stranger or offer a helping hand to someone in need. That is my spirit prompting you. By becoming a channel of my love, you draw closer to my own nature. In blessing others, you too are blessed, because my love is a fountain that grows stronger the more it pours out. Let your life become a testimony of generosity and kindness, reflecting the breadth of my mercy. I speak to you now, reaffirming that my love never changes. Earthly affections may wax and wane, but my love stands firm, unwavering as the mountains, endless as the skies. Even when you stumble, I do not withdraw my affection. Even when you doubt, I do not turn away. My love pursues you, corrects you, and comforts you, urging you always to return to the path of life. You may ask, what have I done to deserve such devotion? The answer is simple. You are mine, fashioned in my image, and I love you because it is my nature to love. Rest in that truth, and you will find security that no worldly guarantee can provide. I send you forth now with a fresh renewal of hope, reminding you that these present difficulties are temporary, but my promises are eternal. Place your burdens at my feet and leave them there, refusing to pick them up again. I stand by you, your ever-present help, your strong tower in times of need, your source of everlasting joy. Keep your eyes fixed on the horizon of my goodness, where dawn always breaks after the darkest night. No storm lasts forever, and soon you will witness the rainbow of my covenant shining once more. Step forward in faith, for I have declared that you will not be put to shame. Therefore, let your heart be at peace, for I cover you with my mercy and guide you with my counsel, ensuring that no misstep can thwart my sovereign plan. Even if you wander, I am skilled at reorienting you back to my path, just as a shepherd lovingly retrieves a lost lamb. Open your heart wide and receive the fullness of my blessing, which I pour out abundantly until your cup overflows. Life's trials may continue, but you are shielded in my embrace, safe under my watchful eye. I proclaim my blessing over you and your family, for I am the God of abounding grace, bringing comfort and power into every household that calls upon my name. Carry this assurance with you always. My devotion toward you is an unbreakable covenant sealed by my own faithfulness. Let your soul find rest in knowing that I remain the same yesterday, today, and forever, and my love stands as a fortress that cannot be breached. You are not alone. I am at your side, whispering encouragement, offering guidance, and pouring my peace into the troubled spaces of your mind. So look ahead, my beloved, with unwavering optimism, for your best chapters are yet to be penned. Stand tall, breathe deep, and walk forward into the bright hope I have prepared. The very best is yet to come.